You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, there's a DNA test this week that likely says Will Spencer is about to be a daddy. But my question is, could we get a huge soapy twist to explain why lunatic Luna might not really be carrying his child? It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about how it might go from Will Spencer being named the daddy to somebody else entirely because of a devious twist. But first, please hit that subscribe button if you aren't already following us. All right, so this week, we've got Katie Logan trotting her niece, Dr. Bridget Forrester, over to Bill Spencer's mansion to run a paternity test on Luna Nozawa's unborn baby to see if Will is the father or not. From the moment Luna got Will drunk and crawled into his bed, you know, Luna has been insisting that this was her master plan, and several pregnancy tests later, Bill and Katie have been stunned to see that, yes, indeed, Luna is pregnant. But right now, they're just holding on to this hope that Will is not the father of her child. Now, Luna says the DNA test will prove it, but she's also nervous. According to official Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for late this week, Luna is shaken when Bridget shows up to the house to do the DNA test. So maybe there is a reason that Luna's a little worried. She may have cooked up a scheme, but isn't 100% sure that the paternity test will go in her favor. So here's what I wonder is coming. Some kind of twist that would rock Will and Bill Spencer both, would really rock everybody. Luna has been so smug, insisting that Will is the father of her baby, and she's known all along that the Spencers were going to do a DNA test. And Luna also knows she can't try one of those fake tests that she got busted with before. Remember when she was doing a fake DNA test on her and Bill, and then Li Finnegan showed up and reran it and was like, no. Katie already warned her there will be no Nozawa nonsense. So I just wonder if these spoilers about Luna's moment of anxiety is she knows 100% that there's a Spencer bun in her baby oven, but there still might be some trickiness with the DNA test because that baby may not be Will's baby. It may actually be Bill's baby. Now, just hear me out. I am not saying that Luna got in Bill's bed. No way. Not going to happen, even though she probably would have done it because she's so sketchy. However, that does not mean Luna didn't get her hands on Bill's sperm. I mean, let's be real. Luna would have to have kind of amazing Vegas odds because she only had one night in Will's bed, and yet she managed to get knocked up. Those are long odds. So maybe Luna hedged her bets. I'm wondering if Bold and the Beautiful writers have done a twist where Bill's sperm has been stored at the hospital for years. Now, this is outside of history, but I could see B&B doing a retcon, a creative rewrite of history, saying that Bill had some sperm frozen back in the day when he was with Katie Logan. If you remember, her pregnancy with Will was high risk because of Katie's bad heart. And at the time, Bill even suggested that Katie should terminate the pregnancy because he was worried it would kill her. So they could rewrite some of Bill's history to have some of his swimmers in storage at the hospital, and Luna got a hold of some. So in addition to raping Will, we could find out Luna also did a turkey baster thing with Bill's sperm samples to make sure she wound up pregnant with a Spencer baby. And yes, I know that official B&B history never had him storing any samples, but it would be super easy to rewrite it. They could say that Bill saved his sperm, maybe Katie had eggs harvested, so that if they decided they wanted another child after Will, that they could do it via surrogate so that her life wouldn't be at risk, but they may have gone ahead and frozen everything while they were younger, you know? And after that, Bill and Katie were off and on, and they wound up never having another kid, but their samples could still be in cold storage at the hospital. It would be the simplest rewrite to make this happen. The Spencers all use the same hospital. We know there's a million hospitals in LA, literally not a million, but there's a lot. But they always use the one where Li Finnegan works, which is important because she had her electronic devices with her. We saw her like doing some work stuff and all when she was at Luna's little apartment, the one that Li got her. So if the doctor left her computer sitting around and Luna got into it, she could have been searching for info on Bill and Will. And Luna might have found out that Bill donated sperm or had stored some in case he and Katie wanted to have a baby later. Then, very easily, Luna could have stolen Li's hospital ID badge. Even though she was on a leave of absence, she still had the badge because she went in, Li did, and stole some drugs. So Luna could have used that same badge, snuck into the hospital, and stole Bill's sperm. That way, the baby would be a DNA match for a Spencer because Bill and Will have overlapping DNA, and it would be testing the male DNA. You have to actually run a specialized DNA test to tell the difference if the potential fathers are father and son themselves. This has come up before when there was the whole DNA test for Kelly Spencer with Liam and Bill. And they actually didn't run the specialized kind of test, but that's okay. B&B does their own science. So we could get flashbacks that show Luna stole Bill's sperm, like what Bull did with the whole flashback about Luna and Zende. Because you remember, we used to think Luna was a good girl, not a psycho, and she was dating RJ. And then Luna supposedly got drugged up on Poppy's special mints and unknowingly slept with Zende, thinking he was RJ. But then the writers changed their mind and undid it. Then we got this flashback and she was lying and pretending. So we might get something similar with Luna and Bill's sperm. I think it would be a cool twist for Luna to be pregnant with Bill's kid and not Will's. I mean, at this point, heck, Luna might not know who's the Spencer daddy of her baby. I mean, it would be kind of amazing because it would get Will off the hook. He wouldn't be tied to Luna forever, but Bill would be. Can you imagine how horrified he would be to find out that he has got a baby in Luna's belly? So Bridget's doing the DNA test. I am expecting the bad news of a match that'll devastate Will, but there's always the chance they can run more tests later or that there would be some kind of medical issue. And then they do a deeper dive and find out the baby is Bill's and not Will's. That would be the lesser of two evils. Some fans have suggested Luna's baby might be Remy's. I don't think so. He was absolutely stunned to see Luna alive when she ran into his apartment. And also, Luna wouldn't be so smug about this coming DNA test if Remy had gotten her pregnant, but he did not know she was alive. So we'll see. I think it is going to be a Spencer baby, according to Dr. Bridget, but hopefully not Will's baby. I'm sure if you asked Bill, he'd be willing to sacrifice himself to free his son from a life tied to Luna. That way his son Will can have a future with Elektra. And of course, Will would still have ties to the baby because it would be his little brother or sister. Now, if Luna did use Bill's sperm to impregnate herself, she wouldn't want the truth to come out because she wants a happily ever after with Will. But still, this would be a super soapy twist. So we'll wait and see what happens. See if Bold actually surprises us.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.